was Jim Carney.
For Armagh, suspended fullback Dominic Clark's number 3 jersey goes to Colm Hanratty beside the experienced Mark McNeil. There's vast experience in the half-back line, McQuillan, Grimley and the captain John Rafferty. Also in midfield, where Neil Smith is partnered by former full forward Kieran McGurk, while up front, goal-a-game Gerard Houlihan is joined today by Dennis Hollywood, the 2-goal sensation of that amazing win over Fermanagh. And Barry O'Hagan at left half forward is son of Noel O'Hagan, a member of the panel which brought Armagh to the All-Ireland final in 1977. A Tyrone team with no fewer than 7 championship newcomers, including the heart of the defence, fullback Sean Teague and centre half-back Fergal Logan. Captain Plunkett Donaghy at midfield is the only survivor of the great 1986 side. He's partnered today by Kieran Carr. Hugh Douglas at centre forward has never played football for Tyrone at championship level, at any level until today. But the big man in every sense in that forward line is full forward Matt McLean, one of the best strikers in the game. A dull and drizzly morning in Armagh City has given way to a brighter afternoon, and a huge roar goes up around the athletic grounds as referee Tommy McDermott, 33 years of age from the Killick-Shandry club in County Cavan, starts the match, and already there are wholesale changes around the field in the Armagh team. The first foul of the match yields a scoring chance to an Armagh side that has left half-back left full forward Damien Horrisk all the way back to left half-back. John Rafferty, the captain, has gone from there to centre half-back. John Grimley has gone from number 6 to midfield, where he's partnering Neil Smith. Kieran McGurk has gone from midfield to the forward line, and it seems that Gerard Houlihan, goal a game in big-time football, Gerard Houlihan has gone into full forward. Now, an amazing amount of switches in this Armagh team right at the start, as John Toner, back from suspension, gets the opening score of the game inside 30 seconds. The angle wasn't all that difficult, and there's a kick to give John Toner a very confident start. Very, very good kick by Finbar McConnell, one of the longest I've seen in a long time in championship football. It was an amazing kick. But Shane McConville getting that ball down towards Gerard Houlihan. Gerard Houlihan wearing 11 but playing at full forward on the championship debut boy Sean Teague. Good strong running by Gerard Houlihan into a scoring position. Trusty left foot, superb kick by Gerard Houlihan. It was a terrific run by Gerard Houlihan. Had the confidence to take man on, to go by them and to kick the point. Just for a second it looked as if he might be running into trouble, Gerard Houlihan, but he's a very strong player and accurate too. Well, honours throughout the field, shared even enough in the general exchanges in this first 8 minutes, but it's Armagh who lead on the board, and that's all that counts. But Stephen Lohan bidding to set up a first score here, and there's the point for Kieran Carr. Driven with a low trajectory. It was a dangerous one for the Armagh goalkeeper Brendan Tierney, but it was always going over rather than under the bar. Kieran Carr, the scorer. Faye Devlin, a tremendous player at under-21 level in the past couple of years, and he's making a fine senior too. And it's punched in and it's gone into the net, and Matt McLean is the man who got it. Well, there's the face of a happy, happy Tyrone man, Matt McLean. It was a tremendous ball in by Faye Devlin. Beautifully judged, the flight of it, Faye Devlin. And McLean, his height counted there. Once again, standing under that ball is Fergal Logan, and Armagh not really man-to-man marking Fergal Logan in the first half, and he has picked up a world of loose ball. Tyrone in broken play again. Matt McLean, a great ball by Matt McLean, but across him Mark McNeil to save the situation there. It's breaking to Kieran Loughran, looking for the point from a tight angle. It's beautifully taken by Kieran Loughran. Good work by Mark McNeil to deny Tyrone the goal chance, but they couldn't deny Kieran Loughran the point. There's a lot of speed in this Tyrone attack. There's a lot of confidence too. And Kieran Loughran had the confidence to go for that one and to get it. Plunkett Donaghy, the Tyrone captain, who was playing well in the early stages despite carrying a couple of injuries. The Moy veteran doing his best to lead by example. And there's Matt McLeanan, who's having a great first half, putting Armagh under pressure with help from Plunkett Donaghy, who finds the right half back, the tough Paul Donnelly. And he gives it to Stephen Lone. And Eamon McCaffrey looks for the point, and it looked just for a second or so as if it wouldn't come in, but it did. Well, that's a super point by Eamon McCaffrey, who had a couple of chances earlier on from frees. He just didn't find the range, but he didn't allow his head to drop. When he got a good chance from play, he took it and took it beautifully. Paul Donnelly was who beat it down for Tyrone, and Seamus McCallan picked it up. A left-footed player had a good chance of a point there, but Brendan Tierney had it in control for Armagh. Now there's Paul Donnelly for Tyrone. Very, very strong player. But just beaten away from that one. And then he acted as the decoy as Kieran Carr got possession. Brendan Tierney has it covered, however. And played a nice short ball to John Grimley. The hard John Grimley got that one away, but Faye Devlin was quickly onto that one. Now Martin McQuillan here trying to set up an attack for Armagh, and Armagh have gone now almost 8 minutes without a worthwhile attack, and they overcarry when really the Armagh forwards were begging for that ball. Tyrone playing at a speed, and Plunkett Donaghy has gone forward to Matt McLeanan. Excitement when Matt McLeanan gets the ball, and why wouldn't there be? With skill and accuracy like that. And in this first half, it's Tyrone's half, it's Matt McLeanan's half. He got a superb goal with the fist, Matt McLeanan. Plunkett Donaghy going forward there, giving it to Matt McLeanan, and he thumped that one over the bar. Well, when you look back to the moment that Gerard Houlihan kicked that superb point for Armagh, it's hard to credit really that all of a sudden there's 6 points between the sides. Tyrone flying now as this first half has settled. John Grimley. The Tyrone have men there everywhere, including the goalkeeper, Finbar McConnell. He's under a bit of pressure, however. He'll have to get rid of it. No, he can't get rid of it in time. And it's a free in, a free that will settle Armagh at a time now in the 22nd minute when they need settling. Eight to 3 now, 1-5 to 3 points. John Toner has got 2 of the 3, both from frees, and Gerard Houlihan got the other one from play. Pascal Canavan winning it for Tyrone, getting the free, punting it forward towards Matt McLeanan, who gives it to Kieran Carr in support. Now Kieran Carr has a great drive of the ball, but he opts for the point. And what a lovely pass it was by Matt McLeanan. McLeanan was first out to the ball. He timed his pass beautifully. He gave it to Carr busting through. There's the quick ball from McLeanan to Carr. Carr has already got 1 great point in this game, and now he's got a second. And this Tyrone side is under a little bit of pressure now, as Gerard Houlihan tries to create something for Armagh. A hard challenge on Gerard Houlihan. 4 points is all Armagh have scored in this first half, and John Toner has got half the tally, 2 frees, bidding now to make this a successful 3rd free, and he achieves it. Nicely caught there by Hugh Douglas, who wasn't in the game all that much in the first half for Tyrone, but he has made a good start for the second half, and there's Matt McLeanan going in, but it's a 45 this time. And every time Matt McLeanan raises his hand to get a punch at the ball, there's something on. Matt McLeanan using his height and his power. This is Eamon McCaffrey, 3 points to him in the first half, And there's a beautiful sailing point from the 45 by Eamon McCaffrey. That brings his tally to 4, 3 frees and 1 from play. Play swinging from end to end, Tyrone having the better of the exchanges for long periods in the first half, but Armagh well in contention right now. Martin McQuillan has worked very hard on the right flank of the Armagh defence. Kieran McGurk to take the free for Armagh. Playing it short and getting it at the second attempt, Kieran McGurk, and he's fouled. A very hard challenge, and this is from kickable range. John Toner has got 4 of Armagh's 6 points, make that 4 of Armagh's 7 points, and they're right back into it now, Armagh. Just over 10 minutes of play gone in the second half. Armagh playing with more conviction now, no doubt about that. Through towards Kieran McGurk, who got a good hand to it. Went in support, Kieran McGurk. Good close control, and he plays it down towards Dennis Hollywood, who had a disappointing first half, Dennis Hollywood, given the expectations that arose from his 2-goal burst, a sensational 2-goal burst against Fermanagh. And Dennis Hollywood was fouled there. He plays this, a quick ball, and there's Finbar McConnell, who deflects it around the post, but the free must be taken. Tommy McDermott has given the free, and that's it. And even though Armagh took a quick one, looking for what would have been an equalising goal, remember it's 1-8 to Tyrone, 8 points to Armagh. And now Armagh have the chance to cut the deficit to 2 points. And there's the cool, authoritative figure of Tommy McDermott, as Gerard Houlihan takes this one rather than John Toner, and it goes over, but with a struggle. Armagh switching their kickers, opting there for the left foot of Gerard Houlihan, as it favoured a left-footed kicker, and now there's only 2 between them, and the cheers go up all around the athletic grounds. A very exciting Ulster quarter-final now. Paul Donnelly knocking it down for Tyrone. The Armagh man, O'Hagan, was holding his man there and very, very foolishly hit back at Paul Donnelly after the Tyrone man got the free. Well, this comes at a time when Armagh were going really, really well. And Barry O'Hagan here not doing his team any favours, because they've got to keep the momentum going. They are the better side in this second half. Now, this is just what Tyrone need. A break in Armagh's momentum, a chance for Tyrone to regroup. A couple of pleas go in there, but referee Tommy McDermott is having none of it. Barry O'Hagan, the player booked. And Barry O'Hagan has gone. Martin McQuillan has had a very good game for Armagh. He has typified their spirit in the second part of the first half and all throughout this second half. 2 Armagh men to 1 Tyrone men. That's really been the story of the second half. Neil Smith for Armagh, bidding for what would be a spectacular point, and it is. And there's leadership from Neil Smith. Suddenly there's only 1 between them. It was a super kick by Neil Smith. Now it was 2-1 there, 2 Armagh men. Neil Smith collected it and put over a brilliant point. Matt McLean trying to keep it in play, and he has just failed. Well, a break into play now as Damien Horrisk receives attention, and referee Tommy McDermott went for a chat with his linesman. And now referee Tommy McDermott will go in and consult his umpires. Damien Horrisk was down there as the play was going on that far side of the field. And referee Tommy McDermott has already spoken to one linesman and 2 umpires, and it'll be interesting to see will he go for a chat with his other linesman, or is he simply going for a word with the Tyrone man? Yes, he is. And there's Colm Donaghy, Plunket Donaghy's brother, who was only on the field for about a minute or so as a substitute for Seamus McCallan. This is extraordinary, really. He was hardly on the field, Colm Donaghy. And it'll be interesting to see, will he leave it as quickly as he came onto the field at the athletic grounds in Armagh. Colm Donaghy has gone. Now, Armagh attacking. Kieran McGurk, if he can get onto his left foot here, there'll be an equaliser. And he punches it, Kieran McGurk, and he punches it over the bar for the levelling point. Cool play by an experienced player, Kieran McGurk, the only man on the Armagh team with an Ulster Championship medal. As far back as 1982 it was when McGurk won his Ulster Championship. And there's the mark of a very experienced footballer. It just didn't quite favour his left foot, Kieran McGurk. Good solo run with his right so that he didn't overcarry. And then the punch point for the equaliser. But at the other end of the field, it's Matt McLean bidding to give Tyrone the lead. And there's a super point by a super footballer, Matt McLean. Well, Armagh seem to be good enough to get back to parity, but they just can't hit the front. A very good record in this match for John Toner, 6 out of 7. Indeed, the one he missed was a difficult one. That was an easier one. But again, he was under pressure as he kicked it. Well done, John Toner, for Armagh. There will be a lot of excitement in the next 2 or 3 minutes, and there will be some injury time too. Great leap by Neil Smith. Gets a very good ball through to the substitute, James Marsden. And here's a score, surely. No, it's brilliantly deflected. Barry McGinn it was who came across for Tyrone. Brilliant work by Barry McGinn, but John Toner will surely feel that there was an equaliser there. It can still come from the 45. Barry McGinn got the block. Well, yet again in championship football, we wonder about a draw and a replay. John Toner from the 45. Lost it over the bar. Superbly.